Okay, and if you see the view source, so there is, you will see the actual, you will see the template, you will see the array, but you will not see the actual div itself. You will not see 3 divs, one for cheese, milk, and lettuce. So it's not search engine optimization friendly. Simply because when you generate HTML using JavaScript, it is invisible to the search engine crawlers. And the search engine crawlers and the search engine crawlers do not run the JavaScript. Google does that to some extent, but it is not there yet. So one way to deal with this kind of situation is to render the initial content using server-side technologies. Let's say if you are a web form developer, then when you render it, initially you would use a list view or a repeater control so that it generates the HTML and it is search engine optimization friendly. But then when you do some operations like paging, sorting, filtering, or dynamically changing the updates, use the jQuery template for that. But if you are not worried about SEO at all, use the ways which I showed.
Actually, if you wanted to fly below the radar, that's a very good thing to do.
You can do that with a robot.txt file.
Well,
Didn't say no follow.
One of the problem doing this way is now, since you have templates at both the sides, so you have a server-side template and you have a client-side templates. So now you should be managing templates at both the sides. But it is still better than doing everything on the server side, right? Or doing everything on the client side and then not making SEO friendly. So in summary, use templates when performance is key to your application. So like I said before, that sending the JSON data is much faster than sending the formatted data in the form of HTML, right? Secondly, the client machines are not dumb anymore. It can handle a lot of horsepower. When you are doing some complex operations, instead of going back and forth between client and server many times, do this on the client machine, okay? And you can create a really interactive application with this. You'll end up with a better architecture because you are separating the concern. You're separating your content from your data, right? And also, if you use composition, then you can push all your templates on your server side and your developers and designers can coexist. One of the things which you can do is lazy loading. Let's say you have a page which has maybe like 20 templates, okay? But at a given point of time, you may or may not use all the templates. Based on user interaction, you may use maybe like 2 or 3 templates. Now, if you load all these 20 templates, which is not used by a user, you unnecessarily loaded them. So, as and when, based on some interaction, you can use the get $get syntax which I used. You can get the template, load them as and when, and you let you better experience because you're not loading all of them at once. And your code is more maintainable. You're not doing any string concatenation anymore. And if you have to change the template, it is as good as like working with the standard HTML. And moreover, you don't have to work with DOM. The small function, temple function, does everything for you. So if you want to dig more on this, then the best place to go is the jQuery documentation. Okay, Stephen Walter has a very interesting blog on introduction to a jQuery template. Dave Ward, who is local to this Atlanta, has a very interesting article on the remote templates. So I'll give a minute for people to write it down.
Were you going to post it online also?
You post it online?
Sure. I'll send it to Jeff and he'll post it online.
Got a question.
Sure.
What about
That's the next slide.
But you're not as cute as she is.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Similar communication template to template, like a Ajax update panel type.
I cannot hear you. Can you be louder?
Does the template do communication between the templates?
No. Well, so in order to do that, you need to have the JavaScript within the template. I don't think you can have a JavaScript within the template. Any more questions?
I have one question.
Sure.
I mean, with Ajax, you can do that pop-up messages and you do stuff and then pop. Can you do the same stuff with it?
Oh, yeah. You can do any Ajax thing. This is just a plugin like any other plugin. So you can do any standard thing. You can mix and match jQuery, Ajax Control Toolkit, Ajax Client Library, and you don't have to use .NET to do this. If you're a PHP developer, Ruby on Rails, you can use this, what I showed. Most of the demos I showed in HTML, right? So you can use anywhere then.
I mean, is there any website that have created production ready with jQuery?
There is, I think I read somewhere the Hi-Fi website. It's a social networking website. They were the early adopters for the jQuery templates. So I don't know any big website that uses jQuery templates. Any more questions? All right, thank you very much.